Lewis knows more about space than I do. Says Orange Boy. Rasputin of Raymond. I love that name. He says, keep your eyes on the skies.
Now I feel like I'm in Letterkenny.
Yeah. Willie says, fellow RedBar nut hugger, welcome back, Mike. Yes, welcome back. That's like doing, like, me being a RedBar nut hugger, that's like me doing the show after Fallon and, like, being like, oh, I can't wait to take over Fallon's show when he's done. And then someone goes, what are you, a Fallon nut hugger? And I'm like, I guess, yeah.
I feel like you are scavenging, though. You're waiting for RedBar to kick it.
When he dies, I'm in.
And I mean,
I'll even convert to Judaism.
We're like 45 minutes to an hour into his newest episode, and
the health is definitely affected.
It's really underwhelming for me right now. He had to take a break 35 minutes in.
Yeah, he's not in great shape yet. All right, let's continue on with the Schaubian universe because it is the first day of Pride Month.
We gon' hump them, we gon' suck their dicks off. We gon' hump them, we gon' suck their dicks off.
Sam Tripoli is defending our buddy Brendan Schaub. Now, if you don't know who Sam Tripoli is, he's a fucking psycho. He is, I think he's a comedian. You know what he is? He's one of these comedians whose brain rotted due to conspiracies.
Uh-oh.
And now he's just a ranting, raving lunatic who shits in a toilet, shits in a diaper. I don't know. Neither one would surprise me. But Sam Tripoli is a guy who now just rants angrily about everything and takes, like, the wrong take on just about every issue. Sam Tripoli came out recently on his podcast and said that the Trash Tuesday girls, Kalila, Annie Lederman, and whoever the short one is.
I don't know the short one.
Baby Spice.
Okay.
So Sam Tripoli comes out and says these Trash Tuesday girls are lying about his boy Brendan.
No, what?
Which, by the way, not even Brendan Schaub has alleged.
Didn't even think it was necessary to talk about it.
Brendan Schaub didn't even deny that he sent shitty texts to women and said terrible things to women. He didn't even deny that. But Sam Tripoli is going to go on his show now for 3 minutes and rant and rave about how all these girls are money-grubbing whores and this is just a big Me Too. If you don't know who Sam Tripoli is, first of all, he looks like that. He's out of his fucking mind.
Is he another Joe Rogan adjacent person? Like, does he know him?
Sam Tripoli is adjacent to the Rogan adjacent guys.
Oh, so he's
done a podcast with Brian Callen,
okay,
Brendan Schaub, and okay, we're gonna talk about whatever we want, okay? That's Sam Tripoli. I just did Sam Tripoli.
Got it. That's all I need to know.
He decided to stick up for Brendan Schaub. Now, Sam Tripoli, speaking of RedBar, is a guy who hired a private investigator, from what I've heard, found out where RedBar lived, and then went to his house, banged on his door, and demanded that he come out because he was going to kick the shit out of RedBar for making fun of him.
I mean, clearly rational.
Sam Tripoli went to someone's house to beat the shit out of them because they made fun of him on the internet. Hey, Sam.
Hey, stop that. I don't want him here.
Sam Tripoli is a fucking goon. Sam Tripoli is a nut.
Bad.
Hey, Sam, we really landed on the moon. Huh? How do you like that? 9/11 was done by Islamic extremists. Ooh.
Don't tell him that.
He's picking up the phone. Hey, Kennedy was killed by a lone gunman from a book depository.
No.
Ooh.
Stop.
Pearl Harbor was the Japanese surprise attack in America. Come get me, Sam. Come get me.
If he comes to our house, Aaron, you're in big trouble.
Hey, Sam. COVID came from a bat. Oh, shit.
That one you could contest a little bit.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Sam's going to come get me now. No, this guy, we're going to play audio from him as part of Pride Month.
We gon' hump them, we gon' suck their dicks off. We gon' hump them, we gon' suck their dicks off.
And you're going to watch Sam Tripoli possibly for the first time, and you're going to see in about 15 seconds he's out of his fucking mind. This is him talking about Kalila and Annie Lederman saying that Brendan Schaub has propositioned them before for sexual favors while being a married, brain-damaged fighter.
This is the worst Me Too I've ever seen in my life.
I would say that Harvey Weinstein was worse.
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of bad stuff out there.
Brendan Schaub asked me to go to his truck and suck his dick. This is the worst Me Too I've ever seen, okay?
Joey Diaz knows some things about Me Too's.
Oh, with the little titties, Joe Rogan. You're shooting cum at him, Joe Rogan, while you're doing fucking coke and angel dust, Joe Rogan.
Didn't he tell Joe Rogan, we've all Me Too'd somebody
We've all
before?
Me Too'd somebody, Joe Rogan. You got to make a lot of mouth noises if you're doing Joey Diaz.
He has a lot of mouth skin.
A lot of mouth sloppiness from old Joey Diaz. Joe Rogan, if you've never squeezed a girl's titties without asking her, Joe Rogan, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm eating a Cuban turkey leg while I'm talking. It's spicy, Joe Rogan. Spicy like a little Asian girl's asshole that I've sniffed for time at the Comedy Store, Joe Rogan. Joey Diaz eats and talks.
Your face.
All right, Sam Tripoli attacks the Trash Tuesday girls. Okay, so this is the worst Me Too he's ever seen. Worse than Kevin Spacey, worse than...
Oh, Kevin Spacey, wow.
Yeah, worse than Harvey Weinstein, worse than all of them. This is so bad.
Because nothing happened.
Well, she even said it's not a cancelable offense. Is what she called
Nothing
it.
in it was a cancelable offense, and I tell you exactly what happened.
Ooh, Sam's going to tell you exactly what happened, guys.
You go,
Buckle
Sam.
up. Now, because what I think happened is that Brendan Schaub is a fucking idiot. He's one of these just brain-damaged jocks who doesn't think for 5 seconds before he speaks and says some of the dumbest shit you've ever heard, like, if you want to shoot for the moon, you got to land on the stars. It does not surprise me that an idiot like that who calls himself Thick Boy,
Ew.
yeah, he named his company Thick Boy Productions.
Stop.
Yes. Anyone who calls himself Thick Boy is certainly a guy I could see going to go, you want to fuck my dick in my truck?
Let me guess. He spells it with 2 C's.
3.
3 C's?
Yeah.
It's a little douchey.
We gon' haunt them, we gon' suck their dicks off.
All right, Sam Tripoli says this is the worst Me Too ever because nothing happened. Of course nothing happened. He asked if she would suck his dick, and she said no. The only reason nothing happened, Sam, is because girls are grossed out by Brendan. That's it. It would be like if you propositioned someone.
Oh, God.
Nothing happened, okay? Right, because they pepper sprayed you, and that was the end of the chapter.
These girls are smart enough to know exactly what you talked about, which was that there was a giant community that didn't like Schaub, and you could get them to love your fucking show by getting in the mix of it.
Yes,
Oh,
there's
no.
a difference between... Yes, we can all shit on Brendan Schaub and get a ton of viewers. You don't have to accuse him of trying to get his dick sucked.
Nope.
They could have... You're right. They could have just shit on Brendan Schaub, got a whole lot of views, and blah, blah. They didn't have to make up this story, which might tell you, Sam, that they're not making up the story. And by the by, Sammy, they never said Brendan Schaub. To this day, have never said Brendan Schaub. The funniest part about this whole Trash Tuesday thing is all they said was that it was a really unfunny comedian, and everyone went, oh, that's Brendan Schaub.
That's not good.
Not good if you're Brendan. It's hilarious if you're the rest of us. Boy, I'll say this. I really want friends like Sam Tripoli.
Standing up for you no matter what.
When I am guilty as fuck, he's just going to use his woman rage to bury them all.
How about, though, the fact that they didn't say Brendan's name and he's still out here like
This passionate
about
Yeah.
it? I'd almost be more mad if you're Brendan now.
Oh, Sam.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Annie Letterman is super funny, but walk me to my car so I could suck your dick is literally nothing. It is nothing.
Right, but it's a funny story for a podcast, Sam. She's not saying he should be arrested for rape.
No, I don't think she was saying she needs help or anything like that.
She hasn't even said his name. She told a funny story on a podcast where girls talk shit about guys.
That's kind of the defending yourself from the thing that wasn't said type of thing, because she didn't say his name.
Right. So now is Sam going to go after Joey Diaz every time he talks about a girl he's fucked or tried to fuck or
I mean, God, I hope so.
Me Too'd at the Comedy Store or anything like that? No, of course not. I think we should look into how things were between Sam and his mom growing up.
Uh-oh.
Because I feel like there might be some mama stuff going on
Little
here.
mommy issues.
He doesn't like the girls talking about the guys' dicks. No problem with the guys talking about the girls' pussies.
Or maybe he's just had a few really bad relationships
Maybe.
where he ends. It ended with him accused of something.
I have a feeling this guy's been in a lot of bad relationships. But at any rate, he's going after these women, saying it's the biggest Me Too ever. Nothing ever happened. Right. When you don't suck a guy's dick, then nothing happened. That doesn't mean he didn't ask.
Nothing happened. And I love her to pieces, but it's like when Kalila's like,
I love her to pieces, but fuck her. She's a lying whore who's doing this for attention and clicks. I love her. Okay.
I love it when someone says they love me.
Yeah.
And then follow it up with a but and a whole bunch of shit they don't like about me.
Crazy people do this. This is the telltale sign of a crazy person.
Yep.
By the way, I'm writing down the Sam Tripoli stuff. I want to see if we can, we'll clip it out and see if he wants to come over. But Sam Tripoli is doing the crazy guy thing where he can't control the bad shit he's saying about someone, but also wants people to like him, even though he's eternally unlikable, and goes, but I love her. She's great, but she's a lying whore, and this never happened, and it's the greatest Me Too ever because nothing happened. She's a lying bitch, but I love her.
Maybe he's sent messages like this before and got turned down, and that's why he's so upset. Something touched him about
this sounds personal.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's either mommy, ex-girlfriend, or ex-wife, or hits a little too close to home. Something with old Sam Tripoli. See, guys, even if you don't know these people, we introduce you to them, and you find out how great they are.
like it's just girl jokes, girl talk. It's not. If it was, you wouldn't be here. What should have happened, in my humble opinion,
Oh, here we go.
is that Kalila should have gone, dude, it was a joke and it's gone too far and I'm sorry. That's how it should have ended.
Kalila, you get that? Kalila should apologize to Brendan Schaub. Now, forget that when he was on Tiger Belly, Brendan Schaub admitted that he sent Kalila some very inappropriate texts back in the day.
Yeah, and wasn't he the one, or was it Brian Callen? Which one yelled at her and called her a bunch of names?
Well, I think it was both, but Brian Callen fell on the sword.
Knife,
Yeah,
right?
he fell on the sword.
Yeah.
So Brendan Schaub admits that he bullied Bobby Lee, that he hit on Kalila, won't admit to the Annie Lederman thing, but admits that he was inappropriate with Kalila. And Sam Tripoli, again, I want friends like Sam Tripoli. Sam Tripoli believes Kalila should apologize to Brendan. I have to admit, in the millions of words that have been spoken about this Brendan Schaub thing, he is the first guy I've heard use those words.
I think so too. Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
He's a friend.
when the guy who did it won't even say that, you probably shouldn't be saying
I
that.
probably called Sam up later like, no, dude.
Bro, that was
I don't
idiotic.
need that apology.
It was a really terrible take. And now you're not allowed on Rogan.
Uh-oh.
Then they tell Rogan, he's like, I forgot that these guys were still around.
Sam who?
That's how it should have ended. Yeah. Schaub is either too nice or too slow to be in. He went to that Bobby Lee podcast.
Now I don't want friends like Sam Tripoli.
He insults Brendan while
Look.
trying to defend him.
The reason Brendan fell for this, and it's all bullshit, okay? The reason Brendan fell for it is he's retarded, okay? That's why. He's too retarded to know that this was a trap for him, okay? He's dumb as a bag of hammers, okay? He's got an IQ of 47. That's what I'm saying, okay?
With Kalila, he went to a gunfight with a spork. Okay?
Dude,
So my friend is going to defend me by calling me a spork-eating numbskull.
And slow.
And
he
slow.
called you slow.
I'm a slow, spork-eating fool. I'm a second grader, so I shouldn't have gone in there with those mischievous girls.
I think he means spork wielding.
Oh, a spork-wielding, brain-damaged cunt. That's what he believes
no.
Brendan is, and that's how he's defending him.
I mean,
Oh, by the way, this is for Jeremy from the Quartering. Fuck, shit, piss, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. There, Jeremy, you don't have to worry about your yellow dollar signs, for fuck's sake.
Oh,
Say your words.
poor Spurg.
she was like an attorney, the way she
But
walked through that.
Not
her
everything she
case.
said was accurate.
It doesn't matter after
It doesn't matter, but it wasn't
I
accurate.
mean, she shredded him.
Wasn't accurate.
Honestly.
I'm just going to tell everybody something about this 300 pages.
The 300 pages is Brendan Schaub alleged they had 300 pages of evidence that Bobby Lee and Kalila were on a Fighter and the Kid Reddit trashing Brendan Schaub.
Oh
First of
my
all,
God.
the fact that you go through your hate Reddits and gather information on who it is and then claim that I don't care about the haters, B. I don't care about the haters, B. The haters, I don't care about haters, B are nothing. You've got a fucking dossier.
I didn't know there was 300 pages worth of stuff.
You've got more pages on your Reddit page than the CIA does on the leader of Libya.
Okay. I've talked to a bunch of people. All I'm going to tell
Say
you.
what you're talking about, though. It's
So there's 300 pages of evidence is that, and they've discussed it, that a bunch of the stuff on the subreddit of the Fire the Kid came from an IP address.
Well, you're saying IP addresses, but all that I've seen Schaub mention is that that it was linked to somebody with an email that was at tigerbelly. Whatever their URL.
By the way, the Tiger Belly people have said Brendan Schaub has shown them nothing but blurry screenshots of nothing, of code.
Oh, that's good.
That these 300 pages don't exist. They haven't shown anybody any evidence. And whenever you ask them about it, they go, yeah, I'll show you. And then a couple days later, sends you an email that says, we'd rather handle this in-house.
I'd say you're off the hook then.
Yeah.
URL is their domain. That's all he said on the record.
I thought it was talked about an IP address. I've heard IP
maybe
address.
maybe I missed
Maybe
it,
I'm wrong too.
No, Sam. Let's stick with that for a second. Always go with that impulse. Trust me. Sam, always go with the impulse that you're wrong.
You got it.
Because you probably are.
Which is fine.
because he kept asking them during that podcast, is it possible for someone to create a Reddit account with an email address at tigerbelly.com without...
Here's all I'm going to say about the 300 pages based on people I've talked to.
I bet you it's really dumb.
Yeah.
The people that found the 300 pages.
What are the pages? Why is it 300 pages? Is it just that account and everything they post?
I got to say, I like his producer guy.
Yeah.
His producer guy is busting his balls. Like when even your own producer, who's supposed to be a yes man, is going, Sam, you sound like a psychopath.
I'm trying to pull your head out of your ass here, bud.
Sam, I'm trying to dislodge your head from your asshole. It's getting difficult.
Did you think? Is that
And like, yeah.
okay.
I haven't looked at the 300 pages. I'm just telling you what
is
I've
like
heard.
this-
I'm telling you, I haven't looked at the 300 pages, okay? But they exist and it's bad, okay?
What if it was 300 pages of Brendan Schaub saying he made it up? And he's sitting here like defending him.
It's just like Bart Simpson stuff written on the chalkboard. Like, I will not make false accusations against Tiger Belly for 300 pages.
I love
It's just
Tiger
like
Belly.
Clinton documents or something.
But listen to me. What I've been
No,
told
the Steele
is that the
report.
people who got these documents do not like being called a liar.
As opposed to the rest of us who fucking love it.
I love it.
I
Don't you?
love. Call me a liar.
Aaron, you fucking liar.
Oh, yeah, let's fuck.
See?
God, Sam Tripoli is a powerful dose of stupid.
Gets you all bitchy and wild.
You know, I know something, okay? The people who came up with this 300 pages, you think they're lying, okay? But I know for a fact that when you call them a liar, they get defensive and angry. Yes, like everybody who's ever been called a liar ever. Because if
gonna
you're
happen.
a liar, you get defensive because you don't want people to know you're a liar. If you're not a liar, you get defensive and angry because people are calling you something you're not. That's why it's so hard to tell if someone's lying.
Well-
because they're going to react the same way to an accusation. Nobody's ever went, hey, you're a liar. And they went, jig is up. You got me.
It's really hard being the accused, though, too, because if you're truly not a liar and you're sitting there defending yourself, all people say is, ooh, why are you so defensive?
Yep. That's liars and non-liars react the same way to allegations of
Yeah,
lying.
but you've got to defend yourself because what are
Yes.
you going to do? Just let that slide?
That's why that's a terrible fucking defense. Like, the person who came up with these 300 pages hates being called a liar.
Oh, really?
Oh, well, fuck, Sam, you got us.
Okay.
Which makes me think that people think there's rules to this shit and that people are following rules. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
I don't. What do you mean by that?
That's all I'm going to say about it.
No. What your producer's
No.
saying is that doesn't make any fucking sense and you sound like a moron. Elaborate, please.
Well,
He's a walking Forrest Gump.
people that say things like, oh, that's all I got to say about it, like that's somebody who doesn't have anything to say literally.
Or they're a mentally retarded man sitting on a park bench telling you about their shrimp company.
Well, let's keep listening.
That's it.
Find
Doesn't
out.
sound like they. Okay. Yeah.
There's
I
rules.
wonder
there's
how they got
rules,
these
and then
things.
there's people who work outside the rules. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is
Wait a minute. Is Sam Tripoli Batman? Is that what we're getting at here? I'm Batman, okay? I fly around the streets of Gotham at night with a cape on, okay? I hide on the rooftops waiting for criminals, okay?
I'd watch a short with him as Batman.
I would.
That'd be funny.
Based on just energy, bro. That part is just energy.
Yeah.
But all I'm going to say is I love Bobby Lee.
Wow.
This motherfucker can't help himself. All these allegations are bullshit. These people are lying. It's the biggest fraud in Me Too in history. I love him.
This sounds like he's trying to get out his aggressions that he has towards various people while still being friends with them.
Another Forrest Gump thing. I have to tell Sam Tripoli, you don't know what love is.
That's true.
I may not be a smart man, okay? But I know what love is.
none but respect for
I'm going for a run, okay?
Lila. Annie Letterman is my friend.
So I'm calling her a lying whore, my friend.
Needs to stop. They keep doing shows on it, right? I mean,
funny.
they did another show on it.
Good.
And it's just
Have
like,
they done another one now? Really?
yeah.
That's so funny.
It's just,
I watch them every week, okay?
Yeah, why does this bother him so much? Is it because they get more views than him?
Because he's a
or-
fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
He's a lunatic, this Sam Tripoli.
like,
He went to RedBar's house to beat the shit out of him because RedBar teased him.
Well, at least that was something against him. This isn't even his problem, and he's so upset about it.
Well, in fairness, if the Brendan Schaub, Brian Callen money train dries up,
Oh, so does he.
Sam's fucked too.
That I didn't know.
Yeah.
They're
It's-
doing Mondo numbers, I'm sure.
that's what it's, and this is my problem. Is like, this is where
I have a mental instability of chemical hormones. This is my problem.
I need to be balanced.
I need to be balanced medically. This is my problem.
comedy's going. It's becoming reality show.
Good, it's
a
more fun this
reality
way.
show. Right? These reality stars would do crazy shit so TMZ would fucking do a story on them. Wow. And that's where it's going. And you know where that all started? Chelsea Lately.
God, he's throwing everyone under the bus. And
Holy
I bet you
shit.
he's about to say, and oh, she's my friend too, but
Sam
here's
Tripoli.
everything she did wrong.
Sam Tripoli is my friend. I don't have a lot of friends. Or I have lots of friends. I don't. Oh, shit.
That guy's fun.
Jesus, Sam Tripoli. I like him. We're going to keep an eye on him.
I think
Sam
we
is
should.
best friends with Callen. That's why he's doing this. Well, yeah, he doesn't want the money train to dry up. That's all. Guys, $440 away from our goal today. If you feel like chipping in, there's the PayPal link in the chat. Jim with $15 on the PayPal. Thank you very much, buddy. That brings our goal down to $425 today. Guys, if you want to throw in, there's the PayPal link in the chat. Super chats, super stickers, and memberships count as well towards that goal. We hit that goal, we do 30 minutes of overtime, and we have a new Fool to watch. We don't hit that goal today. We add to our $460 goal for the next two shows. Adam says comedy is so gangster these days. It's almost like it's not a joke or even funny. The B Frosty says, why are we yelling? Loud noises. I love lamp. We're making fun of Sam Tripoli. You can't do a Sam Tripoli impression and talk small. That's all.
I just like how he loves shitting on everyone, but tries to preface it as, I love this girl, but...
I love Annie Letterman, okay? But she's a lying whore who's doing this for clicks, okay?
She just did another show. And then producers, I bet they're getting Mondo numbers, though.
I know. The producer at least gets how this game works.
I do like his producer.
The reason the producer's like, yeah, because they're getting massive fucking numbers.
why
Yeah, and
wouldn't
that's
you?
the problem. Oh, somebody's upset they're not getting massive numbers.
That's exactly it.
I'm happy with my 25K. I'm happy with my 2,500 subscribers. I'm happy. You know why? Because it'll go up. It's on the way up. If you just sit there and bitch about your station in life, you're not going to go up. If you just go, hey, thankful for what we got, let's keep building. That's how you do this, Sam. Stop looking at everyone else's plate. Harvest your own field.
It's got to be kind of weird being in that group of people, though, because if you're loosely associated with Joe Rogan, but you're a Sam Tripoli and not Joe Rogan, that has to hurt a little sometimes.
I thought you were going to say it's sad to be part of that group because they're all 45 and 50 years old and acting like 18-year-olds, which I have no problem with. It's funny as hell to watch.
Oh, yeah.
I like
love
it.
a good meltdown.
Ryan says, when is Steel Toe going to have some real-world drama, LOL? When Sam Tripoli comes to kick my ass.
Should be interesting.
I think that's when.
Ooh, you two could have a boxing match.
Ooh. I'll bite him, okay? Ryan says, you think it's because Joe Rogan finally came out and discussed his name being thrown around in the drama? I think Joe basically said, I didn't know any of this was going on.
Poor Joe just wants everyone to be happy.
Right. Poor Joe just wants Johnny Depp to fuck his lawyer, and he wants everyone to just do a podcast. That's all Joe wants. He wants the whole world. You know, I think if the whole world did a podcast, I don't think we'd have wars anymore.
Did he say that?
No, but it sounds like something he'd say. And then Lex Fridman would go, absolutely, Joe. You're like the smartest guy. I think you're so great. Can I sniff your underpants, Joe? Can I have a pair of them from your dirty clothes drawer? Please. John Satara says, I'm best friends with the Steel Toe, and I love them, but I have 300 clips showing they know nothing about space, okay?
No.
Thank you, John.
We do suck at space.
We do. We suck at space. That's the next T-shirt. Steel Toe
We're like a
sucks at
vacuum.
space.
We're like a black hole.
We are. We're
Right,
like a
but
black
listen-
hole. Okay, so now I have one more clip related to this. Remember, Sam Tripoli said, it's not even true, okay?
Yep.
Brendan
Remember?
didn't do anything, okay? Well, here's Bobby Lee now on the latest episode of Theo Von's podcast. Now, Theo Von is also, I know a lot of you like him because he's a Southern guy and he's kind of dumb and he seems innocent and everything else. Theo Von, to me, is unlistenable.
I don't know him.
Ready for a Theo Von podcast? Hey, everybody, how's it going? It's Theo Von, man. We're as worked up as a porcupine in a hot chicken coop. Am I right, everybody? That's right, man. We're going to have the heebie-jeebies all over Gobby Gooby. Oh, he talks like a fucking 3-year-old, and
Sounds
people
like,
find it funny.
Sounds like my podcast I had back in Litchfield.
Oh. Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's sweltering like a South Carolina burrito in the downstairs of your oopsie-doopsies.
What?
Fucking Theo Von. There, I just gave you. You don't have to listen to Theo Von anymore.
Okay,
I
thank
gave
you.
it to you. But he had Bobby Lee and Kalila on his show. And does Kalila have to be on every show with Bobby Lee? I'm sorry. I know they do a podcast together. But can some of these just be, like, the reason you're there is for Bobby.
Well, she has her own show too, yeah, so why not have her on at a different time?
She's starting to annoy me the way iDubbbz's wife annoys the shit out of me. That Anissa, when they got into that whole content creator thing, the boxing thing, and Sam Hyde was making fun of Ian, iDubbbz, and then his wife would feel like she had to fight the battles for him and kind of man up on his behalf, and it's embarrassing when women do that. She was talking to Keemstar about the content creator clash, and she goes, "Oh, we got some of our dream picks on this card." And Sam Hyde goes, "Who are some of your dream picks?" And he was kind of laughing. She goes, she just snaps and goes, "None of your business, Sam."
Jesus, really?
Jesus.
I must have missed that one.
And she went, "I have a kinesiology background." And then in the chat, Sam just threw up a bunch of laughing face emojis.
That's awesome.
I love Sam. All right, this is Theo Von. He has Bobby Lee on his podcast. And I have to, as much as Theo is a dork, I have to give him credit for the way this podcast opened.
But listen to me, okay?
Yeah, I am.
Don't talk to me that way,
I won't do that.
okay? Because I'm here as well.
Yes.
We fucked a month in.
Okay. So, yeah, I can't believe Brendan Schaub tried to bang your girlfriend, dude.
Whoa!
Wait, is that the same guy?
That's Theo Von.
That doesn't look like the guy that was just in the last video.
No, that's not Sam Tripoli. That's Theo Von. April, pay attention. These are
No,
different
I am.
people.
No,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
You mentioned that.
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that there is, in my head, there is that fear.
Right. Do
Right.
you think he would?
I think that if
That smile is yes.
yeah, if you ever start with a hesitation and a smile.
Bobby, that
Of
smile
course.
means that you don't have to answer, Bobby. You can be done now. You're good.
And this is
I had died, or if we broke up, that he would.
what if you just got really sick for like a week?
Like I was in a coma. If I could see that
A
where,
coma, but you woke up to piss.
yeah, but I was like a sleeping coma, like walking around coma.
No. In the bed coma, but you get up to pee. So nobody
So
else
I'm not in a coma then. There's no coma like that.
There
That's
could
true.
be.
Okay, let's just. I have this weird disease where I'm in a coma, but I can pee.
Yeah.
And if I think that if
They
the
call
dog,
it the yellow sleep, they call it. You know?
I've had the yellow sleep.
Yeah.
This is bad.
And it's just,
I know Theo Von's terrible.
I don't like this.
He's a nice guy, so you want to root for him, but he's objectively awful.
He's got that mullet you love.
yellow because of peeing, not because you're Asian.
I don't know.
Okay,
I mean, when you said,
Okay.
I don't want to finish this clip. I was just in it for the Brendan. I can't believe Brendan Schaub tried to fuck your girlfriend. That was a pretty ballsy little move there.
Very ballsy.